Poverty does not lie in an empty pocket, but in a mindset that only knows how to take. Watch how a beggar changed his destiny simply by picking wild flowers to give back to others. Welcome to Inner Strength Tales, where we explore profound stories that awaken the hidden power within your mind and soul. In the shadow of a busy railway station lived a man who had forgotten the warmth of a real home. For years, he believed that begging was his only destiny, never imagining that his life could ever be any different. He sat there day after day, extending his hand, accepting whatever small change the busy world decided to throw his way. He felt invisible to society, a mere shadow existing on the generosity of others with no sense of personal worth. One fateful afternoon, the rhythm of his life was interrupted when a magnificent train arrived, carrying a passenger of destiny. A wealthy businessman stepped onto the platform, his presence commanding attention amidst the chaotic crowd of the busy railway station. The beggar saw a chance for a large donation and quickly approached the man, hoping for a generous act of charity. Instead of ignoring him or dropping a coin, the businessman stopped and looked at the beggar with an intense gaze. He asked a question that confused the beggar. "If I give you money, what do you have to give me?" The beggar was stunned, for he had nothing but his poverty and had never thought of giving anything to anyone. The businessman explained firmly, "I am a merchant and I believe in exchange. I do not give something for nothing." He walked away, leaving the beggar standing there, confused and deeply shaken by the strange encounter he had just experienced. For the first time, he felt a sense of shame, realizing he had lived his life only taking and never giving. Suddenly, his eyes caught sight of some small wildflowers growing resiliently in the cracks of the concrete near the tracks. An idea sparked in his mind. He decided to gather these simple gifts of nature to offer to his future benefactors. The next day, he stood with a small bouquet in his hand, waiting for people with a new sense of purpose. When a lady dropped a coin, he handed her a flower. She was surprised but accepted it with a warm smile. For the first time in years, someone thanked him. That simple word healed a part of his soul he thought was dead. He continued this exchange with everyone. People were happy to receive a flower, and they began giving him more money. He started to groom himself, feeling that he was no longer just a beggar, but a man with something to offer. Every day he would travel further to find better flowers, putting effort into his work to provide value to his customers. His mindset shifted completely. He no longer saw himself as a victim of fate, but as an active participant in life. Months passed, and the familiar train arrived at the station once again. The businessman stepped onto the platform as usual. The beggar, now clean and confident, ran towards him immediately. He was eager to show the man his transformation. He said proudly to the man, "Sir, today I have something to give you. Please accept these flowers as my gift." The businessman accepted the flowers with a genuine smile, recognizing the profound change that had taken place in the man. He looked at the man and said, "Today, you are a merchant just like me, for you have given value." He paid for the flowers, but this time it was not charity. It was a transaction between two dignified businessmen. Watching the businessman leave, the man realized that his dignity had been restored. He vowed never to beg again. With his new mindset, he started selling flowers in the city market, eventually saving enough to buy a small cart. He worked tirelessly, ensuring his flowers were the freshest and his service the best, attracting more and more loyal customers. Years passed, and his humble cart transformed into a small kiosk, standing as a symbol of his persistence and growth. He learned to manage his business, hired help, and continued to apply the principle of exchange in everything he did. Eventually, the former beggar became the owner of the most famous flower shop in the city, respected by everyone. Looking back, he realized that the poverty he once suffered was not in his pocket, but deep within his mindset. He understood that as long as he believed he had nothing to give, the world gave him nothing in return. When he saw others in need, he taught them the same lesson: find your value and the world will reward you. He shared his wisdom freely, knowing that a shift in perspective is the most powerful gift one can ever give. Life is a mirror reflecting what we offer. If we offer value, effort, and love, life returns abundance to us. Do not wait for the world to give to you. Ask yourself what you can give to the world today. Your circumstances do not define you. Your choices, your actions, and your belief in your own worth define your future. Change your thinking, and you will change your life. It is never too late to rewrite your own story. Remember this story whenever you feel empty. You always have something to give, even if it is just a smile. From a hopeless beggar to a successful merchant, the journey was not about money but about discovering his inner dignity. Let this story be the seed that grows within you, inspiring you to rise above your challenges and find success. If this story touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs hope and join our community today. We are dedicated to bringing you tales that strengthen your spirit and guide you towards a life of purpose. Stay tuned for more empowering stories. Your journey to inner strength is just beginning, and we are here with you. Thank you for watching and for being a part of our family. Believe in yourself, for you are truly capable. This has been Inner Strength Tales. Until next time, keep giving, keep growing, and keep believing in your own power. Goodbye for now, and may your life be filled with the abundance that comes from a generous and strong heart.